David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. A few months ago, I did a frugal version of James Bond's outfit from Matera, the one that he wears while canoodling with Madeline when she's wearing this dress. It looks like happier times than what happens a little bit later on. Maybe they're on a honeymoon. We don't know, tons of speculation. But today's video is the non-frugal version because it's the screen accurate version. Let's do a quick check, shall we? Roll call. We've got the Drakes on. We've got the Massimo Alba really comfortable corduroy winch pants. We've got a short sleeve Henley on. We even have the Omega watch. Who knows if he gets it after Matera? He probably does. And today we have the Connolly of England Gubino jacket. And what's great about this is that it's been much talked about. And it was very hard to tell what type of jacket this really was. Certainly very fashionable as opposed to traditional, but even seeing it on Bond, it was hard to make out some of the details. Here's what we know about it though. This jacket is 59% linen, 59% cotton, 41% linen, all right? And it feels it. When I took it out of the box, you could feel that there's a nice blend of linen. It's very soft, but also the cotton helps to give it its shape and also keeps it from not wrinkling like crazy. Okay, quick thing. We always do this. Here's my size, 5'9", 40, 31, USA sizes, okay? This is a size medium. Now, you can see, if I kind of pull back this way, it fits like I would want a jacket to fit. Now, you're probably like, David, button those buttons. He only buttons one button. I have no idea why, but this is what he does. He only buttons one. It fits well in the shoulders. It doesn't feel tight. You can see right here, I do have room. All right, so it's not tight. Let's check out the back. So here we are with the back. And the sleeves fit perfectly. In other words, I don't think I would do a large, and I wouldn't, certainly wouldn't do a small. And I think it kind of has that look, although Craig probably is wearing a large because his looks a little bit larger. I'm sure it was tailored. I have no doubt it was tailored. But let's take a look at the inside because this has got some really interesting details. So it's mainly unstructured on the inside, very little taggage, which I kind of like. You've got that tag, and then you've got the what it's made out of and where it's made, which is Italy, and that is literally it. You've got obviously no buttons on here. It's a very, very plain sleeve. The buttons themselves, let's take a look, because they are actually quite nice. They look like horned buttons that say Connolly, so they're well branded on there. And most importantly, which a lot of people have seen, are the pockets and this drawstring below here. And this was one of the, what we call identifiers. Let's get up and close for that. All right, this was one of the identifiers that people really use when our detectives out there, the amazing detectives, find out what brands these are. They look for tells, they look for signs, they look for these little tiny details like that, and that was one of them. Now, what's interesting is you can make this a little bit tighter and cinched on the bottom, and it looks like Bond has it a little bit cinched, like he's pulled it in just a little bit. So let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, you see how I get that like puckering there? And then if I do that, I'm also getting that little V that he has. When he's walking, it's kind of open. Now, probably not that much. I probably went a little bit too extreme. Let me loosen it a little bit. But you can alter this. You can transform the bottom of the jacket and make it look cinched, which may give you a little bit more of that screen accurate look. Now, could I have gone up for a large? Possibly, but let me show you something. When I do button it, not like Bond has it, but just button it, and I do let out the strings, I actually have a pretty comfortable fitting jacket. This is how I would wear my jacket. So it's not, you can see it from the side, I don't think it's too small. It's certainly not hugging me. Let's get up and close so you can kind of see the fabric and everything on there. And again, my shoulders, which tend to slope a little bit, they look fine in this. But I've got to ask myself a question. The Gobino jacket is a very nice jacket. It's made well, feels great. It's a Bond jacket from a pretty indelible scene, no doubt. Is it for me? And the reason I ask that is because there have been some things in this movie with No Time to Die, like the watch, you know, where I was blown away. It was incredible when I got it. Then there are suits like the Massimo Alba corded suit, the beige one that I reviewed, which I didn't think it was going to be for me. And then I got it in and it was, again, really for me. It exceeded my expectation. This is a very nice jacket. I just don't know if it's who I am. Meaning, I don't want to wear something just because Bond wears it. Would I wear this out in the wild? I don't know. I think I have to live with it. But it brings up an interesting point that I wanted to talk about, which is, you know, it's great to collect these things and have, but if you're not wearing them, it's just not worth it. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is play with this a little bit, you know, maybe pop the collar a little bit, give it a little bit more personality. Maybe even pair it with some different clothing, because right now it's looking like a very unstructured jacket, which is what it's supposed to be, but I'm not feeling like it's a part of my personality. And that is something you don't want to compromise on. You don't want to pretend to be Bond. And I know what you're saying. You're like, David, isn't that your whole channel? Not really. Not really. I gravitate to things that I really feel can mesh and align with my personality and my dressing style. I don't know if this jacket is one of them. So here's what we're going to do. Just got this in. Put it all together. It's fresh. I'm going to live with it for a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and probably do an Instagram video a couple weeks down the line and talk about it. Did it grow on me? Did it not grow on me? Is it turned into a collector's piece like that dress? Or is it something that is now a part of my staple in my armament of what I wear every day? We're going to find out together. Come along on this journey with me. This is the first portion of it. But again, great jacket. Thanks to Connolly of England and obviously Siderat for designing and helping design and pick these types of things. So hats off to everybody. But I'm going to live with this for a little bit. It's not about compromise. It's about being comfortable. Anyway, this has been David Zaritsky for The Bond Experience. We'll see you real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from The Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.